The sidekick, one of my favorite techniques. I really feel like the sidekick is underutilized in MMA and in kickboxing. Guys with a good karate background like Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, Raymond Daniels, these guys have great sidekicks because you'll see that a lot in karate. You don't see it a lot these days, but we're gonna break it down. It's gonna be our little secret weapon. So check it out. We're gonna back up from the back, extra long range, kind of like the front kick range. From here, I'm in my forward stance. Now we're gonna step over into a side stance. We haven't learned this yet. So I go from a forward stance to a side stance. My feet are completely sideways. It's almost like I'm snowboarding here, okay? Now, I step up with my back foot. My heel on my base foot is gonna face my target. I chamber my knee to my chest. I extend, hitting with the heel. I retract it, come down, back to a side stance, and then back to my forward stance. All together, it looks like this. Now, the reason why this is a great kick is because the glute is a major muscle. So if you can learn how to chamber this leg and thrust, it's very powerful. Also, the heel is a big bone. So if you land the heel on the ribs, it breaks ribs, not to be too graphic. So from here, I'm in my forward stance. I step over, side stance, I step up. The more you can push off that base leg and thrust into your target, the more power you're gonna get. So if you watch my base foot, I step over, I'm almost like sliding into it. Last one, 6 steps. Forward stance, side stance. Step up, chamber, extend, retract, back to your stance. One thing to note, if you're in a side stance, you're really open to those leg kicks because we can't check here. It takes too long. So if you're gonna fight in a side stance, you gotta get in that fighter bounce. Loose and relax. Now we're gonna evade with footwork. So when you're here and you're working that side stance, you can get in your little bounce, find your rhythm, step up, blast that side kick. That's the lead leg. On the rear leg, we're gonna start in our forward stance. Now I'm gonna step over. Now, my opposite foot is forward. Remember, we're gonna switch our stance a lot in this path. From the top, forward stance, step over. Side stance, opposite leg. Step up, heel faces target, chamber, knee to chest, hit with the heel, retract, down, come back to your regular stance. In one fluid motion, we step over, step up, come back to your stance. Last one slow, side stance. Step up, chamber, extend, retract. Come back to your stance, and here. All right, that was a lot of information. Go back and do this tutorial all the time. It's gonna take time to master this side kick. Remember, 10,000 reps to master anything. Practice, practice. Feel free to hit me up in the community. Well done today.